What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Rogue Tuesday, and today we're going to cover the Lunala-GX deck. Now, you might be thinking, Lunala, he's Rogue, question mark? Well, the thing about Lunala is he's not really that good, and a lot of people haven't really found a way to partner him with. So today we're playing straight Lunala, no partner. We're just going to use Lunala and nothing else. Alright, so Lunala-GX, 250 HP, he's a tank. He has the ability to Psychic Transfer, which lets you move around these Psychic energies any way you want to, as multiple times, so you can move your energies around and be good to go that way. And he has an attack, Moongeist Beam. Moongeist Beam does 120, and the defending Pokemon can't be healed during your opponent's next turn. So you get two-shot pretty much anything, because now your opponent can't Max Potion, they can't Potion, they can't do anything fancy to heal it. Or, ooh, Olympia doesn't heal it either. So there's a lot of things that prevent your opponent from healing it, which is fantastic. Now, his GX attack is pretty good as well. It does knock out one of your opponent's basic Pokemon that isn't a GX. I remember when this was announced, everybody's like, oh, Lunarfall is broken, it's so good, blah, blah, blah. You can just knock out anybody for your last few prize cards, and you're good to go. Well, the big downside of Lunala is its weakness, and that is Dark. And Dark right now is the biggest type in this game. You got like Darkrai, you got Yveltal, just those two by itself cover so much of the meta, and this is what makes Lunala not so good. I wish Dark wasn't so big. You could pretty much win games if Dark wasn't so big, but that's the problem right now. Now you could play weakness policies. I'm pretty sure that's legal. I think it's legal. Let me make sure weakness policy is good. Weakness. There it is. So yeah, weakness policy, it is illegal. You can play it, but I think even with weakness policy, it's not enough because you do need these EXP shares. EXP shares is going to help you save those energies early game to make you start attacking with Lunala, because you need those 4 energies, which is very hard to set up unless you play like Max Elixir plus EXP shares and you get Lunala start swinging a turn 2. So that's going to be the point of the game. Use Lunala, use Moongeist Beam, 2-shot everything, and be good to go. That's going to be the plan for this game. Now we play a 4-2-4 Lunala. We're trying to get it set up ASAP, so we're playing 3 Rare Candy. We could play 4, but I couldn't find space for it. With 2 Shaymin, like always, Shaymin is just probably the best setup Pokemon in the game right now. Now we're playing 2 Level Ball, which gives you Cosmog and Cosmoem, because they both have less than 90 HP. 4 Max Elixirs, and this is what's going to help us set up turn 2 or turn 3. Because you Max Elixir to a Cosmog, and you're good to go. You can put some EXP shares on the bench Cosmogs, and that way if your active gets knocked out, you can transfer the energy from the active to the bench, and be good to go. 1 Super Rod to get back those energies for the most part, but you need to get back Pokemon sometimes as well, which is why I'm playing Super Rod over like Energy Recycler. 4 Ultra Ball, and 4 via Seeker. No Train as well. Once again, the deck doesn't really have that much space because you're playing a 4-2-4 line and 11 energies to try to get that turn to attack off. 2 Parallel City, and this is going to put your opponent down to 3, or us down to 3. Mostly it's your opponent. Like, you could discard a Shaymin, but for the most part, you're trying to disrupt your opponent with Parallel City. 2 Lysandre, I like 2 Lysandre on my decks, I don't know why. 3 in, because your opponent's going to be taking a prize card first. What you could do is play an Ace Trainer, but you have to draw into it, and trust me, I played Ace Trainer enough to say it's okay. It's good when you draw into it, but when you don't, it's not really that good. 4 Sycamore, and we're playing 1 Skyla plus 1 Teammates. Also, I missed a very huge card here, Max Potion. Max Potion is what makes the deck so strong. Max Potion heal all damage for one of your Pokemon, then discard all energy attached to that Pokemon. But with the Lunala Psychic Transfer, you can move the energies off the active to the bench, Max Potion, move it back to the active, and keep using Moongeist Beam to knock stuff out. And this makes Lunala pretty much invincible. You're not knocking out. You have to do 250 HP. Rayquaza EX, I mean, it can, if you play like a Professor, and plus a full bench of 8, you can take a knockout that way, because you do 260. But even then, that's really hard to do. So with the 4 Max Potions, your Lunala's pretty much live on forever. And this is where Skyla plus Teammates come really in handy, because let's say your opponent hits you for a ton of damage, you don't have a Max Push in your hand, but you have a Skyla and discard pile, so now you can via Seeker for Skyla, get it out of your deck and be good to go. Same with Teammates. If your opponent's taking a knockout, you can Teammates 52 cards, like a Rare Candy plus Lunala, and then later on grab a Max Potion, or maybe another Lunala, whatever you need, late game, which is really good. 2 EXP shares, like I said, we need to keep our energies on the field until we get a Lunala out. Once we get a Lunala out, EXP shares are pretty much useless because he's a tank. He's not going to get knocked out. He has so much HP. It's pretty hard to take it down. And we're playing 11 Psychic Energies to try to get those Max Elixirs hit ASAP. And there we go. There's my Lunala deck. It's just like a straightforward Lunala. Nothing else. Nothing too fancy. Just trying to be really consistent. Get Lunala ASAP. Like I said, I wish Lunala did not have a dark weakness. That's the only downside of this deck. And Garb. Garb is pretty much a downside of this deck as well, but you can Lysandre up and knock it out because you do a ton of damage. You do 240 to it because of weakness. But there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's a lot of fun playing Lunala. It does annoy your opponent a lot. Just move the energies off it. Max Potion do this constantly over and over again, and they're going to be really mad at you. But it's a lot of fun. Test it out, League. Have some fun playing Lunala. It is a very cool deck overall. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and let's see this deck in action. Alright, so putting is Jeffrey Walker playing a Color, Psychic, and a Dragon deck. Maybe a Giratina kind of deck. So we won the coin flip. Yes, I would like to go first. And let's see what happens. Oh, to our turn. What do we get? Alright, so press done. We start with the Shaymin, unfortunately, which is not good. So press done. And let's see. There's an N, Double Dragon. Okay, and a Silent Lab. We don't care about any of those cards. So we will at least have one mulligan draw. Okay, another mulligan draw. So we see Enhanced Hammer, we see Fighting Fear Builds. Okay, alright, so that's good for us. I just wonder if he's playing Tauros. There's like a Tauros Giratina deck running around. Alright, ooh, Garbodor. That's not good for us. Garbodor shuts down Lunala. Alright, so it's a Giratina Garbodor deck. Okay. So, yes, yes, yes. Alright, so we start Trubbish. Perfect. So, Level Ball for a Cosmog. We will put that guy down. Max Elixir. Put a Psychic Energy to the Cosmog. We will Psychic Energy the active. EXP to the bench. Parallel City put our opponent down to 3. And then we'll Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. And can we find some more Cosmogs, more Max Elixirs? And we find another Cosmog. We put that down. Put down a Max Elixir. Okay. Put a Psychic Energy on this guy. We'll play another Max Elixir. Find another energy. We'll put on this guy as well. And we'll press pass onto our opponent's turn. Alright, so if we hit an Ultra Ball, we could get a turn to attack off, knocking out the Trubbish, which would be fantastic. Alright, so looking pretty good turn 1. We got 4 energies on the field. We will have to discard 1 off the Shaymin, but if we top deck an energy, we can Skyla for an Ultra Ball, discard something, something. So Silent Lab coming down, don't care too much about that. And then Missy's Determination, discard a card from their hand, look at top 7, and look at top 8, and grab any card in there. Alright. Let's see, what do they find here? Now, luckily, they are playing EXs, so we can knock them out. Basic EXs, so we can knock out Giratina and some Shaymins later on. And a pass onto our turn. Alright, so I'm going to Skyla for a Level Ball. Okay. We will Level Ball for a cause. I guess we should have probably just end, but he didn't play anything. Oh wait, we could have won the game. We could have Lunar for all the active. Right? Yeah, we could have Lunar Fall. We could have like Ultra Ball for Rare Candy. Whoops. Alright, so put this guy down. We'll put this down as well, and we'll keep the Silent Lab in play, so that way he can't use Shaymin and stuff later on. Alright, so yeah, we could have won the game if we Rare Candy to Lunala. Oops. Like, we could have got Ultra Ball, retreated, moved the energies up, and won the game that way. So we'll end up both getting new hands of 6. I just want to keep playing Pokemon. I didn't want to win straight away. That's why I gave him a new hand. Duh, guys. Alright, so there's Lunala. We get into the Cosmoem as well. And there's a Tauros coming down. A DC onto the Tauros. Fighting Field to the Tauros as well. Okay, this is not good for us, because Tauros does a ton of damage with the Mad Bull GX. So is the Acropite going to discard a Silent Lab? Okay. Now, what we can do next turn is via Seeker for Lysandre and knock out the Trubbish next turn, which is pretty great. And there's a Horn Attack. Now, since he is a GX, Lunala does not knock it out, which is very unfortunate. So put down Lunala. We will Psychic Energy this guy. Retreat. via Seeker for a Lysandre, Ring of the Trubbish. Put down this guy. We will Psychic Transfer. Alright, we'll move an energy from the bench to the active. And we'll do 120 times 2, 240 for the knockout. Okay. So we will Moongeist Beam for 240, knocking out the Trubbish. Okay. So 240 damage going out of 5 price cards. We find a Via Seeker. Alright. So here comes Tauros. I mean, we have to worry about Rage and Mad Bull GX. Both these cards are terrible, but we have to two-shot this Tauros. So we play in, and we can both get new hands. We get 5, he gets 6. Does he find another Trubbish? Alright, he's an Ultra Ball, Rare Candy, okay. We played a Sycamore, we have played a Sycamore, so that's good. So let's see a Horn Attack for 60, or 70, sorry, because to fight a Fear Belt. So on our turn, we found a Rare Candy. So I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard 1 and 2. To grab another Lunala, okay. We will put down Lunala, we will Psychic Energy this guy, and we will Via Seeker for Sycamore. I guess we should have Rare Candy, because now we're discarding another Sycamore. That was definitely, man, 2 mistakes. Sorry, guys. Alright, so get a new hand of 7. Okay. We can put down this guy, and we can swing for a knockout this turn. Or not for a knockout, for 120. But then we don't have enough energies to take a knockout on this Tauros immediately unless we find another Max Elixir, which we only played 3. What I could do is just wait a turn and take a knockout the following turn, which I think is fine. So yeah, I'm going to Psychic Transfer, move the energies off the active to the bench. And that way, when I decide to attack the following turn, we actually have enough energies on the field. That way we don't get knocked out immediately, okay? So move these guys back on this guy. And we will just press done, pass onto our opponent's turn. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Rage, if I hit for 120, it could do 150 back to me, which does take a knockout immediately, so that's good. I've played Super Rod. We have played a Super Rod. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Trainer's Mail. Okay, so there's a Nest Ball, so if he goes for a bench EX, we could take a knockout with Lunarfall. So there we see a Nest Ball. Let's see what does he get with this Nest Ball. Does he grab like a Giratina? Just very unfortunate we can't knock out Tauros. Alright, so there's another Tauros coming out. So great, we have to deal with 2 of these. But he can only use Mad Bull once. That's the key right now. Alright. We go for another Horn Attack for 70. What we could do is keep loading energies on the bench. Alright, so Fighting Field to the bench as well. Okay. And there's Sycamore, discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. Discards a Garbodor and some other stuff, okay. Discards Olympia, alright. And does he put down another bench Pokemon? So no, go to Horn Attack for another 70, okay. On to our turn, we find a Ultra Ball. Some Ultra Ball, discard 1 and 2. Alright, so we'll grab the Shaymin, keep better hand. So press done. We'll put a Psychic Energy on this guy. And we'll pass because he can't take a knockout. Alright, so on our opponent's turn. What we can do next turn is put a Psychic Energy. This guy, Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. Hoping to find a Rare Candy on Lunala and a Max Potion. And then we can start swinging. Because we'll have multiple EXP shares on the field. We'll be good to go. That is the plan as of right now. Now, I guess we should have put down Parallel City to discard the Shaymin so that way he can't take a knockout on it. Yeah, that definitely would have been a little bit smart. But another Horn Attack for another 60. Okay, or 70, sorry. So on our turn, we find a Max Potion. So we're going to Max Potion the active. We are going to Psychic Energy, this Lunala. And we are going to Sycamore, discard our hand, draw on 7 new cards. Do we find another EXP share? And we do find one. And a Rare Candy. So we'll EXP share this guy. We'll Rare Candy into Lunala-GX. Okay. We will move the energies to the active, and he can take a knockout this turn by using his GX, but that's the only time he can use it. He can't use it again. So move the energies up to the active. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what I'm going to do is move these 3 energies to this bench guy as well. So put these 3 on this. That way if he takes a knockout plus a Hex, we can still take a knockout. Because this guy have 3 energies on it, so put 3 energies on this guy. Press done, and we will take a knockout with the moon. Not take a knockout. Do a 122 that Tauros. All right. So doing 120. How many max pushes have we played? We have played just one. So we have 3 left. 1's in our hand right now. And like I said, he can use Mad Bull to take a knockout, right? But then we take a knockout on him. He sends it this guy. This guy can't one-shot us after we use 120, which is fine. Alright, so we might be okay here. Even though it's Tauros, we can't one-shot it. We have so much HP that Rage doesn't knock us out. Alright. Alright, so Acrobite with the top 2 cards of his deck. Okay. And going to discard a Double Dragon. Alright. The other card must be really useful if we decide to discard it. We have 5 cards left in our deck, but that's fine. We are going to win the game before 5 turns for sure. We have 3 VS Seekers down, but that's okay. Like I said, we can use the Lunar Fall to knock out any EX Pokemon late game. Alright. So he'll probably use Mad Bull GX to take a knockout right now. And then we can Moongeist to take a knockout. So there's the Mad Bull coming down. Going to use his GX, going down to 4 prize cards. Alright, so select the basic energy. We'll put this on this guy. We'll put this on this guy. Okay. And we'll send this Lunala, take a knockout, going down to 3. So send this Lunala. Alright. On to our turn. Do we end right now? Sure. He has a bunch of cards in his hand. And that's fine. We'll end. We'll both get new hands. We get 5. He gets, okay, there's a Max Potion. We'll attach per turn as well, just in case something crazy happens. So put a Psychic Energy on the Lunala. We will use the Psychic Transfer, move a Psychic Energy from this guy to this guy, and we'll take a knockout going down to 3 prize cards. Alright, so press done. We'll use the Moongeist Beam for the knockout, okay. So there we go down to 3. And like I said, this Tauros is not really going to knock us out. There's Psychic Energy and another Lunala. Too bad, I think all of our rare candies are gone. Yep, I definitely messed up that 1 rare candy. We're going to have plenty of Lunalas. There's a Trainer's Mail. Okay. I mean, I think we should still be okay. We have 3 cards left in our deck. We have plenty of ends. We can 2-shot this Tauros. He can't one-shot us. There's a Puzzle Time going to their hand. Okay. Alright, what is he going to use Puzzle Time for? I wonder. Olympia could be really annoying if he uses Olympia's, heals his Tauros, but with Double Puzzle, he can grab a DCE right now and use Rage, but if he, not Rage, Horn Attack. Oh no, he's going to rearrange top 3 cards of his deck. Does he have a DC in his hand? So we see a Sycamore, discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. Okay. Going to discard another Trubbish. There's a DC to the active, and we're going to see a Horn Attack for 60. Acrobite with the top 2 cards of his deck. But like I said, what we can do is Max Potion the active, hit this guy for another 120, and then he doesn't take a knockout. So Rage for 30. Okay. Interesting. Either way, I'm still going to move the damage off, or the energies off. Hold on. Let's press done real quick. Let's see. Rage does 120, 30, 40, 50. He only does 150 next turn, which doesn't knock us out. So I'm going to hold on for a second. I'm just going to use Moongeist Beam. Okay. For 120. Like I said, the max he can do is 150 with the Rage. Even with the Professor, he only does 150. He's got to do 220, which is almost impossible. So we should be good to go. There's a Heavy Ball. He's going to finally grab probably another Tauros. A 3rd Tauros has to come down. I just wish we could knock it out with Lunar Fall, which we can't. Alright, so Tauros coming down. Just put down Giratina. Just come on, man. Just put down Giratina. We want to see Lunar Fall in action. But he can hit us. So Sycamore, discard his hand, draws. Oh, there's a Giratinas! No, Giratinas! Okay. Does he switch? There's a DC to this guy. Okay. So my plan is like definitely just Max Push a lot. So there's a Rage, not taking a knockout, dude. 150. Alright. So on our turn, we will use Psychic Transfer, move the Psychic Energies off the active to the bench. If only he had put down a Giratina, we could take a knockout. Oh my goodness. So move the energies off the active to the bench. Alright. There we go. We could have won a long time ago. I just didn't see the Lunar Fall play. So press done. We will Max Potion the active. And then we'll move 40 degrees back to the active. We have one card left, but that's fine. I'm just going to hold on to it. He can't, I don't think he plays Bumblebee or anything crazy. I mean, he could. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do we move? Do we play in right now or no? That is a question. So move this the 4 digits to the active. We'll press done. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm gonna end. It gets us 3 cards left in our deck, so that's fine. Yes. Alright, so there's a Seeker Lysandre. Alright, so we will take a knockout, going down to 1 prize card left. So Moongaze Beam for the knockout, going down to 1 prize card. So 120, we'll go down to 1. Alright, so there's a Max Potion and a Max Elixir. Okay. So here comes Tauros. I don't think, I mean, the most he can do is maybe knock out the Shaymin, maybe knock out this Cosmog, where that's pretty much going to be it. He's not going to be taking these last 2 prize cards because the Max Potion is going to save us, which is fantastic. Okay. So what can our opponent do? Pretty much nothing. If he had put down a Giratina, we could win that right now. There's a puzzle. Okay, I don't care about this. He can maybe grab a Fury Belt or something. Yeah, this is fine. Like, Tauros does a lot of damage, sure, with the rage attack, but we have 250 HP. You're not knocking out Lunala. It needs, you gotta do a ton of damage, buddy. So see, okay, gonna rearrange shot their cards off his stack. Please, just put down a Giratina. Just put down a Giratina. Put down a Trubbish. Nope, going to Horn Attack for 60. Alright, on to our turn. We will, the max he can do is 150 next turn, so I'm still just gonna go to the Moongaze Beam for 120. Or 170. That's the max you can do next turn. We've done this math already. So on our opponent's turn, can he do anything? Probably not. He could probably set up a new Tauros if he wants to. But we have a Lysandre, we have VS Seeker. I guess we could have Ultra Ball, discard the Ultra Ball, the Max Elixir, just to thin our deck out just a little bit more. But things look like we're going to win. It looks like we are going to beat this Tauros deck. Alright. What you got for us, Jeffrey Walker? Nothing. I don't think there's no way he's got this. I mean, he is. All right, so there's a trainer's with like a tough cards of his stack. I mean, he can maybe like you can't Lysandre plus hack, so there's literally no way you can win right now. You can try to Olympia, but that doesn't even heal you enough. So there's an Acrobite with the top 2 cards of his stack. Okay, wonder what he's digging for here. What is he digging for? Gonna discard a double dragon. Okay, just put down a Giratina for us. So Sycamore discard his hand, draw set. He's going to deck himself out. Alright, that's fine. Either way, we can just take a knockout. And there's Lunala-GX taking a game against the Tauros Giratina deck, which did pop up somewhat during this past weekend. And you can see Lunala can compete in this metagame right now. It just can't take down dark decks. I mean, there's probably some way to take down dark decks, 140. Onto our turn, we can just take a knockout. And there we go. There's a Moongaze Beam for the knockout. And there we go, guys. I mean, the deck seems kind of weird. Oh, there's a last Max Potion. But the deck's so strong. He has 250 HP. He can move 8 digits around between himself. You get 2-shot everything, plus Max Potions, you're good to go. Now, does Lunala have a partner? I don't know. Right now, it's still too early. That's why it's on Rogue Tuesday. I don't know what to partner him with. If you could find a way to beat Darkrai, then I would love this deck. It reminds me so much of Hydreigon back in the day. But just doesn't have a good partner that I can think. Like, you could play maybe Mega Mewtwo, which is definitely obvious, but then the deck becomes too clunky because you need Mega Mewtwo's, you need the Spirit Links, you need Floatstones then, because with this deck you need to switch out between Lunalas, you don't really need Floatstones, you're good to go. So yeah, guys, if you have any suggestions of what you partner Lunala with, leave them down below in the comments. I'll read them, and make sure you're trying to make Lunala the best deck that we can. Like I said, we've already done Solgaleo, so I'm not going to cover him in the standard right now. We'll cover him later on. You'll see what I'm talking about. It might be a couple weeks for cover Solgaleo, but it should be a lot of fun when we see that as well. But there's a Lunala. It's just a straightforward Lunala-GX. We didn't see its GX attack, but we could have won turn 1 if I wasn't dumb and saw that we could have Rare Candy for Lunala to win the game. But there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. We took down one of the hardest decks because Rage just punishes us, but with Max Potions, they can only do 150, and they can never one-shot us, which is fantastic. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great Tuesday. Alrighty, bye.
Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.